starts right now. This is the 10 o'clock news on KTVU Channel 2.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Frank Somerville.
And I'm Julie Hayner. It is shaping up to be another historic confrontation. The California Supreme Court now says it will hear lawsuits challenging the validity of Proposition 8, the voter-approved ban on same-sex marriage. However, the court says it will not allow gay and lesbian couples to marry while it considers the case. The court hearing is set for next March. The justices plan to issue their ruling within 90 days after that. KTVU's Amber Lee is in San Francisco with a live report. Amber.
Julie, tonight supporters and opponents weigh in on the High Court's decision to listen to arguments about Prop 8. The city and county of San Francisco is joined by 10 other municipalities in a lawsuit to invalidate Prop 8, which bans same-sex marriages.
This goes much, much beyond the issue simply of marriage equality. It goes to the protections that we all enjoy as California citizens. So I'm very happy that the court took up the case.
The lawsuit alleges that Prop 8 compromises the civil rights of a minority group and contends that voters alone do not have the power to enact such significant constitutional change.
The equal rights of all citizens are not subject to the political whims of a particular group of people or a particular time. So that's really what is at stake.
But supporters of the marriage ban say it is not a civil rights issue. They say Prop 8 marks the second time in 8 years that California voters passed a similar measure.
We think that this is the will of the people, and it'll be interesting to see if the court decides to overturn the will of the people for a second time.
Supporters of the marriage ban say the court's refusal to allow same-sex marriage to resume before the hearing is a good sign. The Sacramento-based Campaign for Children and Families takes issue with the court's decision to hear the arguments. The group said, quote, "The court is playing with fire by threatening to destroy the people's vote on marriage. If the court voids Prop 8, it will ignite a voter revolt."
This is not the same as the interracial rights issue that we dealt with in the 60s. This is really just a redefinition. I shouldn't say really. This is a redefinition of marriage. And marriage was never defined by the state to begin with.
In the city's Castro neighborhood, news of the court's decision to hear the case was greeted with caution.
I don't think it's a day to celebrate yet, and we've had a lot of false celebrations over it, but I'm hoping that there will be another day to celebrate.
A constitutional law professor at UC Hastings Law School says it may be difficult to overturn Prop 8.
Voters have a right to amend the Constitution, and they have a right to limit the scope of a constitutional right that the Supreme Court has found, so long as they don't violate the federal Constitution. And within those parameters, that's what the voters have done here.
The justices said they will also rule on the validity of the estimated 18,000 same-sex marriages performed this summer. Both sides say they're confident their arguments will prevail before the court next month. Reporting live here in San Francisco, Amber Lee, KTVU Channel 2 News.